Hey guys, Jeremy here. Today I'm just going to be doing a Warzone review. I haven't played in a bit, but I had this weird feeling that I wanted to play Lightning Warzone. Obviously, since it's one of my favorite zones, if not my favorite zone. I'm going to be reviewing my run from last rotation. I ran this on Asia server. Legend Warzone. So let's get right into it. I just kind of want to go over my thought process or things that I try to adjust during my run to try to make a run feel better and try to score as high as possible. So hopefully you guys can use some of these things in your future runs. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with Garn, pretty standard. You'll notice in the beginning that I go for the quick ult here, so right after this slide, I'm not going to hold basic attack. Instead, I'm just going to go straight to ult here. And then some of you might be wondering why I didn't press my Garn QTE here, because obviously if you go to the next wave, even Garn's Shred does not go through time stop. The reason for that is you'll see. I'm going to still kill this wave with the slide through anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And I need Garn's QTE for 21 at a later time, which you'll see right here. So the flag is still on the ground, which is good here. And then Garn's QTE is up right here. And then I luckily caught a lightning strike right here. So that's good. And then Garn's rotation just needs to kill this bear and do a slam on this Roseblade. And then, since I did the quick ult start, I ended with slamming Nozzle, which means that I'll be able to do the ult right after I tag in with Alpha. This should almost kill Roseblade here. Dies to a few sword waves. And then this one right here, I killed with my 3 ping yellow because I didn't want to waste my 3 reds because this wave is super squishy. Okay, right here, I do not ping my Garn QTE because right here, you'll notice that this gear right here will die to the beginning part of the slam, which means that on the second part of the slam right here, it'll hit the bear, which means that the bear would be getting hit by the QTE that's already on the ground. So I don't want to waste my Garn QTE since this bear has already been hit by it. So just extending the timing a little bit more, so right here, and then I drop it. And then I can ult to this wave. And 21 should be able to finish this off with their core and get a little carry over damage to this nozzle. This nozzle was really important for 21 and Garn to kill, because obviously I don't want to waste a alpha ult to finish off this nozzle. We're still in the pretty early waves, so every alpha ult is pretty important because it does a bunch of damage. And then right here, I'm going to be pausing for a bit, just because I don't actually need the slam here to kill. So I'm just prepping this 2-stack for Garn's next tag in because her next tag in is a critical breakpoint for me. Alright, so Alpha's back in. We don't have ult because we used it last time, but a slam barely kills this bear. And then here, we ult 2 and drop the Garn QTE. And you'll notice that my orbs are super messed up here. So before tagging out, I noticed that I have this yellow right here. So this red orb is going to be the one that I tag before I tag, or the one that I ping before I tag out. And sorry about that Discord ping. Alright, moving on. So tag that red before I tagged into 21. And then I caught this matrix right here, which was really fortunate. I usually don't catch that, so I got kind of lucky there. And then you'll notice that I pinged this blue orb here. That was a mistake. I should have pinged this yellow orb, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But this wave does need to die to 21 and Garn again. and I just barely met the threshold here. So if you notice that 3 stack that I prepped going into this, I'm able to kill Roseblade here and still get another 3 stack without using another core on this wave, because I need Garn to core the next wave after, because then Weave will have enough damage for the next wave. So you'll notice also here that I backstepped twice on Garn. This is because if I were to stay in this position and just use her 3 stack core on the next wave, I would actually push the wave a bit further. And because I'm using the bike skill on Alpha, it's a lot better. I really need to pay attention to how I position myself so that I don't push mobs around the map, or I'm not flying everywhere with Alpha. Okay, tag back into Weave here. Here, I couldn't really think fast enough, but if you look at my orbs at the bottom, I should have pinged the second yellow orb on the right hand side instead of this red orb that I'm about to ping, just so that my orbs lined up better. I would have saved maybe like half a second, and just because I need to fix my orbs after this, you'll see. So I'll tag in ult right here, because I only did a half rotation last time. And then here I'm just fixing my orbs for the next rotation. Get the double QTE here, and the SP delay, fixing my orbs again. So maybe total I lost maybe a full second or so. Okay, tag into 21 here for her last rotation. Yep, doing the regular 3 ult rotation on 21 here. Unfortunately, I didn't kill her right there, and I missed this core, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, just because I don't really want to kill this surfer wave. I'll explain that in a bit. Alright, so you'll notice that the surfer wave is really low HP here. I really want this wave to die to my red orb, because it kind of goes back to what I was saying about Weave's bike skill again. Alpha's bike skill kind of pushes me around the map, I'll go way over here, but interestingly enough, the bike skill on the initial charge right here, this skill, doesn't actually do that much damage. The part that does a lot of damage is the wind-up time from going from the ground up until the air. So right here, this part right here, when she's going up into the air, this is what does the most damage. And so I wanted this part to hit the bear, but I didn't want the initial push to push the bear out of this circle, if that makes any sense. So bear takes the damage right here, and then SP delay into ult, go for the next rotation. So on this next rotation here, I'm using this red orb because I need to get behind the bear, or else I'm going to push the bear outside of the circle. So the red orb is to get behind the bear, and then I'm going to press another yellow, 3 yellow, and then this way the bear doesn't go out of the circle too much on the other side. Unfortunately, I didn't have 3 reds here. If I had 3 reds here, I could have QTE'd my 21 and killed this wave a bit more cleanly, but it's alright. You can't always get lucky. So this wave will barely die. So I get this part of the bike skill again, right here, which is really lucky. And then I did have a decent amount of time left over, so the Garn slam into just a 21 tag in. So that was a pretty clean run in general, at least in my opinion. I don't think that too many things could have went better. I maybe would have been able to squeeze out a little bit more damage if I was able to kill the wave before a bit more cleanly, since I know the last wave is my last rotation. So even if I knocked the other bear out of the circle, the other wave wouldn't have been too bad of a spot either. But yeah, so I'll link this video in the description below if you just want to see the full run without me pausing or yapping over it. And I think there's like some keyboard sounds in there too if you're into that. I'll also link this lightning guide that I made a little bit earlier in the year. It just has a lot of Crimson Weave's rotations and when to do stuff. Also, it has Farrell's rotation, Garn's rotation, and kind of like some other random theory crafting stuff that I discuss in the guide. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thanks for sitting through the Yap session, and maybe I'll do one of these again in the future. All right, peace.